Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, the money never seems to last? Like everything slips away as quickly as it comes? This video is not a coincidence. It's a divine response. Today, you're going to hear a powerful prayer that activates the flow of abundance and makes money begin to manifest in your life in miraculous ways. This isn't about luck. It's about faith and spiritual alignment. Stay until the end, because as you listen, heaven's energy will begin to move in your favor. Your financial and spiritual life are about to change forever. There are moments in life when everything feels like it's standing still. The bills don't add up. Your efforts don't seem enough, and even your faith feels tired. But it's in that exact silence, when promises seem distant, that God prepares a manifestation few can comprehend. This prayer is not just a ritual. It's a direct connection to the infinite source of abundance. If you're hearing this right now, it's not by chance. It's a divine appointment between your soul and heaven's provision. Today, your relationship with money can change forever. Every word spoken here carries power, not born from desperation, but from faith. Faith is the key that opens the doors of the impossible. What once caused you anxiety will now turn into opportunity. What seemed like loss will transform into gain. This prayer was designed to awaken the invisible flow that many call luck, but it's truly the divine movement of God in action. Feel the air grow lighter as you listen. That's the sign that heaven is already moving. There are secrets not found in temples or books, but in the silence of the soul. One of them is that money is also divine energy. It's not in conflict with the spiritual. It follows heavenly order. When your heart vibrates with gratitude, the universe responds with abundance. And when your words align with divine truth, doors open effortlessly. What you once lacked begins to find you, and what seemed impossible starts drawing near. That is the law of manifested faith. This prayer was kept through generations, used by those who knew that heaven can move the material world in seconds. It's not about repeating empty words. It's about declaring with pure intention. When you say with conviction, God will provide, something in the unseen world activates. Angels of prosperity begin walking in your direction. Debts lose their weight, opportunities appear, and peace returns to your heart. There are no coincidences, only divine responses. Take a deep breath and let the divine presence surround you now. Feel the golden light of provision touch your hands. That energy wrapping around you is not imagination, it's confirmation. You are about to experience the power of faith in motion, and as your mind grows still, your spirit begins to rise. This is the beginning of your financial and spiritual transformation. Do not doubt, because in God's kingdom, miracles always move in perfect timing. There is a word that can't be found in books, only in the heart of those who believe. It is the key that opens the heavens and moves the rivers of abundance toward you. This word was used by prophets, sages, and ordinary people who chose to trust when everything seemed lost. It is not a magic formula, but a divine vibration. When you speak it with faith, money, opportunities, and peace begin to align. This word was hidden to protect its power, but today, heaven allows it to reach you. That word is gratitude. Yes, gratitude is the secret force that transforms scarcity into prosperity. When you give thanks even for what you don't yet have, you show the universe that you already possess it in the spiritual realm. And what exists in spirit soon manifests in the physical. Every thank you speak opens a new door. Every breath of faith creates space for God to move. It doesn't matter how much you have now. What matters is how often you give thanks. Right now in the comments, abundance arrives or money flows. These three words are a sacred declaration. You don't write them just to write. You do it to seal a covenant between your voice and heaven. Everyone who declares it activates their channel of provision. You are not alone. Hundreds of souls are speaking with you. In that chorus of faith, divine energy multiplies, and the miracle begins to take form. Feel that warm wave touching your chest. That is God's answer. Every time you say, "Thank you," an invisible door opens. Debts start to resolve, paths straighten, And what once took years now arrives in days, even minutes. The money that seemed lost returns to you multiplied. Your mind calms, and fear dissolves. Because gratitude doesn't just attract wealth, it purifies the soul. It is proof that you trust the divine process even before you see the result. Close your eyes for a moment and repeat, "Thank you, God, because I already have it." Feel how the air shifts, how the atmosphere fills with golden light wrapping around you. That light is the energy of abundance responding to your call. Everything begins to flow naturally. Money, ideas, connections, opportunities. Don't chase them. Let them come. Heaven has already heard your voice. The word has been spoken, and the heavens are now open above you. Nothing in the spiritual realm happens by accident. Everything unfolds in perfect timing, a divine instant where the invisible becomes visible. That moment is called manifestation. Many people give up just before reaching it. They stop praying, they stop believing, and their miracle pauses only inches away. But you are here, listening to this prayer, because your moment is near. God is never late. He synchronizes everything with heavenly precision. When manifestation is close, the universe sends signs. It might be an unexpected message, a debt suddenly cleared, or an opportunity appearing out of nowhere. Some call it coincidence, but you'll know it's divine intervention. The frequency of your soul is aligning with the provision you asked for. Money doesn't fall from the sky, but heaven opens the paths for it to reach you. Everything is arranging itself in your favor, even if you can't see it yet. The manifestation is already in motion. This is the instant when faith turns into certainty. It's no longer about asking. It's about thanking. You stop watching the clock and start watching the purpose. Because when you trust in God's timing, every second becomes sacred. And when your soul rests, the miracle accelerates. Feel your heartbeat slowing, your mind becoming calm. That peace you feel right now is confirmation that the process is complete in the spiritual realm. It's just waiting to unfold in the physical. Don't get distracted by what seems slow. Sometimes God works in silence, preparing the perfect people and opportunities to bless you. If your account still looks empty today, look at it with faith and say, "My miracle is coming soon." That declaration shifts the vibration around you. The golden energy of heaven moves toward your life, and where there was blockage, now there is flow. Everything that was stuck begins to move with divine direction. Look at your hands. They are not empty. They are full of promises. The money you're waiting for already has your name written in the book of abundance. It won't come by chance. It will come because you've called it, with faith, with words, and with purpose. Every positive thought accelerates its arrival. Every expression of gratitude pulls it closer. Today marks the beginning of fulfillment, and very soon, you'll see how the spiritual becomes tangible provision. Money doesn't always arrive in the way you imagine. Sometimes it doesn't come as a payment, but as a gift, an opportunity, or an unexpected turn of destiny. What matters most is understanding that your source is not the bank, not your job, not another person. Your source is God. He uses mysterious paths to reveal His abundance. When you open yourself to this truth, prosperity begins to move freely. What once felt difficult becomes effortless. What once seemed impossible turns into testimony. It might come as someone repaying forgotten money, an unexpected sale, or a new door opening in your work. You might receive help at the perfect moment, or see a debt disappear without explanation. All of that is part of the miracle in motion. Heaven doesn't operate through human logic. It moves with divine purpose. If you are hearing these words today, it's because the energy of money is being redirected toward you, and it won't take long before it manifests. Abundance isn't luck. It's a spiritual response, proof that you trusted even when there were no signs. God sees every step you take and rewards every act of faith. The more you believe, the more it flows. The more you give thanks, the more it multiplies. You're not waiting for the miracle. The miracle is searching for you. And when it finds you, everything shifts. Your finances, your atmosphere, your inner peace. Money becomes a reflection of your living faith. Don't ask how or when. Those details belong to heaven. Your task is to keep your heart open and your thoughts free of doubt, because doubt closes the doors that faith easily opens. Whisper this in silence. God, I trust in your provision. That phrase releases the supernatural. Where there was emptiness, fullness appears. Where there was fear, certainty is born. And where there was lack, divine provision overflows in abundance. This is the climax of the miracle, the sacred instant when the spiritual becomes tangible. Feel the air around you. Something has shifted. A deep peace, a warmth flowing through your body. That's the presence of God confirming that abundance is already here. Don't look for signs outside. The sign is you, your faith, your surrender, your trust. The money is already on its way, and when you least expect it, it will appear where you never imagined. The time has come to close this prayer with your heart filled with peace. What began as a request now ends as a certainty, because deep within your soul, you know that something has already changed. God has heard every word, even the ones you didn't say out loud. He knows your struggles, your fears, and your most sincere desires. And today, by His grace, He has decided to open the doors of abundance over your life. You're no longer waiting for a miracle. You're living it now. Gratitude is the language heaven understands best. Give thanks even before you see the result, because that's the purest form of faith. Say silently, "Thank you, God, for my abundance." Feel how those words vibrate in your chest and expand like a golden wave touching everything you love. Every thank you is a seed of prosperity that will bloom at the perfect time. The more you give thanks, the more doors open, and the faster blessed money flows toward you. Look at your life with new eyes. What seemed small yesterday is now a blessing. What you once called loss is now preparation. Everything that happens carries divine purpose, and that purpose always leads you to fulfillment. Nothing you've lived was in vain. Every tear was watered with hope, and every silence was answered with abundance. You are being transformed from the inside out. Prosperity is no longer a promise. It's your reality. God chose you to prove that faith can change destinies. Do not fear the future, because it has already been written with love and provision. Keep your mind aligned with gratitude, your voice aligned with faith, and your hands open to receive. Let this prayer remain in your memory, not as a wish, but as a covenant with heaven. And when you see the money appear in your account, smile. It wasn't luck. It was God working in your favor. Now, to seal this moment of divine power, repeat after me. Thank you, God, for I am already abundant. Heaven has heard you. Your energy has shifted. Blessings are beginning to multiply from this very moment.